The grid below is to be filled with integers in such a way that the sum of the numbers in each row and the sum of the numbers in each column are the same. 4 numbers are missing. The number x in the lower left corner is larger than the other 3 missing numbers. What is the smallest possible value of x? Larger than the other 3. Okay. The sum of the numbers in each row are the same. Okay, so we can figure this out. The sum of the numbers in each row and column must be 9 plus 5 is 14, so it's got to be 12. All these have to add up to 12. Okay. All right. Well, if I don't know if it makes sense to larger than the other 3 missing numbers. Well, here, so this number has to be positive. So if this number were 6, x plus 6 minus 2 has to equal 12. Just playing around with this. So x plus 4 has to equal 12. So x would be equal to 8 there. If that were 6. Is larger than the other 3. So x would be bigger. So if this were, let's say this number were 7, x plus 7 minus 2 is equal to 12, then that would be 7. So this has to be a positive number. And this number has to be, so if this number were 8, we have x plus 8 minus 2 equals 12. X. Then x would be equal to 6. What is this? Larger than the other. Smallest possible value of x. So we can make, yeah, what happens if x is smaller now? So this number could be, could have 8 and x would be, yeah, looking at this column, so 8, x would be 6. Let's call this y. If this were 9, x would be 5. If this were 10, x would be 4. 11, x would be 3, 12, x would be 2. Down here, yeah, thinking this through. This whole thing has to sum to 36. X for 1. I mean, we could just fill this in. Like, if x were 0, then y has to be, let's see what conditions we're dealing with. So if x were 0, y would have to be 14, and w would have to be 4, and then therefore z would be -1. Does that work? The number x in the lower left corner is larger than the other 3 missing numbers. Oh, x has to be larger than the other 3 missing numbers. Never mind. Okay. Well, the smallest possible value, then, so if x is 7, then this has to be 7. So if x is 8, if x is 5, then this is going to need to be bigger. So if x is 8, then, yeah, y would have to be 6, w would have to be 8, -4, and z would have to be, so y is 6, 5 plus 7. Yeah, so these won't work. 8 could work here. If x is 6, then y is going to be bigger than x. And same deal here. Y is going to be bigger than x in these cases. So I'd say choice D, smallest possible value of x, is 8.